Alright folks, gonna do a quick walk around video here on my 1985 Jeep CJ-7. I usually sell almost all my cars through eBay and make a walk around video. Before this I used to be just a collector, but now I'm a licensed dealer, collector, I'm a builder, and a hobbyist. So all the cars that I sell are owned by me. I drive them, I work on them, I can tell you everything about them. I'm your point of contact for any information you need on this, and I drive all my cars. It's not just something I chuck on there and hope to make a quick buck on. I'm passionate about what I do, and I try to pass that along to the next person. So anyways, I'm going to give you a walk around video here. I think any car that you see online where someone didn't make a walk around video of, you should be a little weary. Pictures tend to be just pictures. So I always make a walk around video so you know exactly what you're getting. I'll go around this Jeep, tell you everything I know about it, and that way if you contact me or are interested in it or want to bid on it or what have you, you're going to know exactly what you're getting. And if you do buy it, you already know what's coming to your front door before it arrives. So I guess I'll get started on it here. It's a really clean Jeep. This is an extremely clean Jeep. I wouldn't call this overly nice to the point of full show quality, but it's just a really nice clean Jeep. It's a black paint job, base clear. It's really nice. It could use a good buff if you wanted this to make this show quality, but I mean it's pretty dang nice. You know, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. And I've had six-figure cars, so it's just a solid 8. I'd be happy to drive this anywhere. You've got the full hard top. Comes with the hard doors. I'll try to put that in the video. Those will be done in a few days. I never used them, but right now I'm putting all new seals and weather stripping and painting them. That way they're ready to go when the Jeep sells. So full hard top. It's got a bimini top on it that comes with it as well, which is a little half soft top that comes over the windshield here. It stops here and then has two straps that come down. You've got your soft doors, which I always run. You've got your custom front bumper, which is brand new, your built-in LED lights, your full Smitty-built winch here. This is brand new, works great. Love these winches. They're super simple, super easy to use. You don't have to be some off-roading master or expert to use them. You just plug your controller in here, and it's literally in and out. Super simple. Pull this lever right here to free spool, pull your cable all the way out, wrap it around a tree, put it back to engage, use your winch. Let's see here. You have your Mickey Thompson polished aluminum wheels. You have your Toyo Open Country MT tires. Tires only have about 1,000 miles on them. Pretty much brand new. You can still see some of the nubs on the side. Pretty expensive wheel and tire combination. It has a 4-inch BDS lift on it, so it's a little bit higher than stock, which I think gives it a nice look. Also gives you a little room between the tires and the fenders. You've got your Fox shocks. Everything on this Jeep works exactly like it should. You're not going to have any surprises. It starts up great, runs and drives exactly like it should. No surprises. Pretty easy video to make for me. It's a Jeep. There's not a lot to go around. Here's your lights. All the backlighting works like it should. A lot of people don't do that stuff. That's all the little stuff. So there's all your heater controls. I'll zoom out here. All lit up like they should. The speedo is lit up. My phone's just dim. And they never were really that bright from the factory, if you can tell it. Let me see here. So you can see it light up. Your headlights work and your marker lights all work like they should. let's see here. Let's turn the key on. Here's your left turn signal. LED lights in the rear. There's your left turn. There's your right turn. What you're hearing are the electric fans. I have them hooked up so that they come on when the ignition comes on. It's got dual electric fans. It'll never overheat. Horn works just like it should. Those are all the little things that a lot of people say, oh, you know, my car's a full restoration, or it's mostly restoration, and you get it and it looks great, but nothing works. And that's the expensive stuff to fix if you don't know how to do it yourself. Most mechanics are 70 to 100 bucks an hour, so that adds up if it's not done. So I have the fire extinguisher mount on the roll cage back here with the high jack lift mounted on the top there. You've got your full-size spare and swing out. Oh, my lights are on. Let me turn that off. So both the bumper and the swing out are in this really nice powder coated textured finish. Try to zoom in on it. Looks really good. It's chip resistant. So that just clicks into there, and this comes out like that. Got your license plate bracket right here. I know it's dark, so bear with me here. See if I can brighten it. I think I can. Oh well. You've got the whole top is in a bed liner. It's in a black bed liner. It's pretty clean. Top's in overall really nice shape. No cracks or anything. I coated this. It's only maybe a few months old, so it looks really good. I think it turned out quite nice. Oh, push this out of the way. So you've got your hatch that lifts open. We go to the back here. You've got cup holders there. The whole inside, the entire tub, I coated in a Raptor liner. I wish my phone was brighter. It's this really nice coating, and typically it comes out nice and chunky. But I like to thin it down, and I have a special gun for you know, adjusting the spray pattern. And I've got it to a really fine finish, and it's an awesome material. It's a two-part system, not the cheap kind you buy at the store. It has a hardener in it, so it stays nice and hard, scratch resistant. And I like it in the finer finish because once you get that really lumpy textured finish, it's hard to clean. You get stuff that gets down in the grooves and down in between the little rivets, or the little highs and lows, and it's hard to get out. With this smooth finish, I know it's hard to tell here, you can take a sponge and just clean it right up. A wet sponge, you can clean this entire tub really easily. So it's under the whole, it's on the whole tub of the vehicle. Let's see here. You have your locking your locking console here with the slide on it, which is really nice. You don't have to flip it up to your passenger. You just slide it back. If you want to hop out of your Jeep and go somewhere, you can lock it up here. 4-speed manual transmission, full 4-wheel drive when you want it. The wipers work, the heater works, turn signals, your brights, your dimmer, all your gauges work like they should. Everything on this thing works exactly like it should. Runs and drives excellent. The engine is a rebuilt 350, Chevrolet 350. It's right around 300 horse, and let me get this up here. Give me just a sec. 300 horse, you're a 325 torque. Starts first time every time. Let's see here. You have the polished intake manifold, polished alternator. You have your cast Chevrolet valve covers. I've always used cast valve covers. Reason is being the steel ones, when you bolt them down, they tend to bend a little bit where you bolt them and you get some sealing issues. That's what the spreader bars are for. But ever since I've started using cast valve covers, no sealing issues. I use the best gaskets, so no leaks of any kind. Edelbrock Carburetor, you have your power brake conversion right here. So you have full power brakes, you have power steering, you have a high flow water pump, aluminum radiator with dual electric fans. Your polished overflow tank is right there. You have Taylor spark plug wires that are nicely routed here. Chrome headers, HEI ignition. You have a hydraulic clutch. It's nice and easy to put the clutch in. The underside of the Jeep's been pretty well detailed. It's extremely clean. There's no rust. God, it's gonna be dark under here. So you have your Dana 30 in the front. You have your AMC 20 in the rear. You have a front sway bar. Now this Jeep, I'll tell you what, Jeeps ride many different ways. I've owned probably 30 CJ-7s and actually probably 25 CJ-7s and maybe 5 CJ-5s. I don't buy CJ-5s anymore. They're just a little squirrely on the highway. I like something I can take on the highway. So CJ-7s and Jeeps all tend to ride a little differently depending on how the suspension is configured. Rock crawlers and those type of Jeeps, which are built for the Rubicon and some more extreme stuff, tend to have really soft suspension, which is great for going over rocks and in slow, tough terrain. Does great. But when you get them out on the highway and get them out on the road, they tend to be squirrely and all over the place. This Jeep is a little stiffer suspension, so which I like. So going down the road, you feel nice and safe, nice and solid. It goes right down the road at 65 miles an hour, no problem. I feel completely safe in this thing. So, and it's four-wheel drive. It's a great Jeep for, if it you get some snow out there, you want to go up in the mountains in the dirt, bad conditions. It's a great Jeep for that. If you want to go, climb Everest, probably not the Jeep for you. Trying to think of what else to go over on this. I know I go off on little tangents, but anytime I see something. Oh, the Firewall. I coated the whole Firewall in Raptor liner as well. So the tub on the inside, the two inner fender wells are the gloss black, and the Firewall is Raptor liner. Scratch resistant. Looks great. I love this stuff. And I did this in the fine texture as well. You can see there's almost no... It's a really fine texture to it. Boy, what else is there to say about it? Yeah, hard top, hard doors. Trying to think here. You've got disc brakes in front. Full exhaust system. I think that's pretty much it. The e-brake works like it should. E-brake down. Released. Everything works just like it should. You have the fold down windshield. Folds down under those two tabs onto the hood there. You have your sun visors here. All this little stuff is very important because if you're new to buying a Jeep or something, I bought them before, and for me, always going into it, everything's a project. For most folks, they want to buy something that's turnkey. Most of the stuff that I buy and tend to restore, missing so many parts, and it takes a lot of time and knowledge to figure all that stuff out. It's all those little things that if they're not there, they're going to drive you nuts. So this Jeep has it all. You won't need to do a thing to it. If you're looking for a project or something to work on, this is not the one. It is completely finished. Yeah, so there you go. Let me close the hood here. I'm going to set my phone down. All right, so there it is. Pretty much a brand new Jeep, front to back, top to bottom. So like I said, I sell all my cars on eBay. I'm going to put it in auction. If it gets to the end of the auction and someone wins it, fantastic. I have multiple shipping accounts. I'll get it shipped to your front door, no problem. I've sent cars all over the world. If you'd like a shipping quote, let me know. Typically, my shipping prices are going to be cheaper than yours because I have a couple different accounts. Gets me better pricing. Another option other than the auction is I'll put my phone number in the ad, and if you want to call me and make an offer before the auction ends, a lot of my deals happen that way. It's very common for me to sell a vehicle before the auction ends. You're welcome to call me, text me, eBay message me, any questions you have. I want you to know exactly what you're getting and you know, feel confident with your purchase. If you need pictures of anything, if you need a video of anything, actually, let me start it up. I didn't even start it. I always forget something. It sounds great. I don't know if you can hear it. Sounds like a Chevy 350. Those electric fans again, I'm sure you can hear those. They turn on immediately. So there you go. Starts right up. The engine's ice cold. I haven't touched it. I'm glad it started. It's hard to get in there with only one hand. So there you go. It's an awesome Jeep, turnkey, ready to go. Like I said, message me if you have any questions, text me, call me. If you need photos or videos of anything you want to see, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them for you. 503-476-5210 is my number. I'm a night owl Pacific time, so I'm available usually till about 1 a.m. Pacific time. So feel free to give me a call or a text. There it is, turnkey, ready to go, and that should do it.